Using a counter in Super Smash Bros. Can be both risky and rewarding. If you miss, you'll get punished, but if you land a counter at the right moment, you can really turn the battle in your favor. There are only certain characters with counterattacks, but which one is the most powerful? That's what I am here today to find out. I'll be ranking every counter in the game. Well, except for two. The first is Incineroar's Revenge move. This simply powers up his next attack, and the little fire burst the move has doesn't even kill at 999%, so it clearly doesn't belong on this list, and isn't much of a counter to begin with. The next is Bayonetta's Witch Time. Technically, it could be considered a counter, but it doesn't attack on its own like every other counter on this list, and it's really up to the player which attack they'll use during the slow-mo. So it's not really a traditional counter and difficult to rank because of that. Anyway, for this list, I'm ranking the counters based on the earliest percentage they killed Chrom, who will be using a forward smash from the center of Final Destination. Okay, enough explanations. Let's get started, and we'll begin at the bottom and work our way up. Beginning our list is Lucario's counter with no aura. It's honestly kind of pathetic, beginning to kill at 166%. Strangely, it would only kill at this percent if I had Lucario attack from the front of Chrom, but not the back. Next up is Peach and Daisy's Toad counter. This one is also on the weaker side, beginning to kill at 127%. Greninja comes up next, who started to kill at 112%. You can angle Greninja's counter in 8 directions, and the only way I was able to kill at this percentage was by angling the attack up. No other direction would kill this early. Lucario is up again, this time at max aura, which killed at 61%. Unlike earlier, I had to attack from behind Chrom to get a KO. Hitting from the front wouldn't kill. Up next is Palutena, with her counter killing at 45%. Palutena's counter also acts as a reflector when a projectile collides with it. Little Mach barely inches ahead of Palutena, with his slip counter killing at 44%. Little Mach is also invincible during this attack, so don't bother trying to interrupt him if you're a bystander. Next up, Martha Lucina, who began to kill at 39%. I couldn't find any noticeable difference between the two. Corrin places right above them, with Counter Surge killing at 35%. This move will always launch the opponent upwards. One cool trait is that this counter attacks on both sides, which is especially nice during free-for-alls. Shulk comes in next, killing at 34%. Shulk can attack from the front or back with his counter, and attacking from the back has more launching power. Only the backstab was able to kill at this percent. Unfortunately though, you can't do the backstab counter in the air. Just out of curiosity, I tested to see how early Shulk's counter would kill with his smash buff activated, and that was able to kill at 14%. That's crazy. But I didn't count that for the ranking since that's not the base strength of his counter. Number 5 is actually a tie between King K. Rool and Joker, with both counters killing at 30%. Did you know that you can turn around K. Rool's counter after an attack connects with it? Unfortunately, if someone attacks from behind you, the counter won't activate. Joker only has his counter when Arson is out, and like Palutena, it'll also reflect projectiles. Coming at number 4 is Ike, who killed at 27%. Mii Swordfighter comes in at number 3, with Blade counter killing at 24%. Before doing this list, I had no clue how powerful this attack was. Color me surprised. But to no surprise, Roy and Chrom rank highly at second place, with their counters killing at a very early 18%. It is worth noting that their counters are a little weaker when used in the air. Surprisingly, coming in at first place is Mii Brawler's counter throw, which killed at 16%. While this attack is truly powerful, it won't activate if you attack at the Brawler's feet. Much like the Sword Fighter, I had no idea the Brawler had a counter this strong. Obviously, a counterattack's strength will depend on what attack it's countering, so you won't be getting the best results by countering something like Mario's Fireball. There's a lot of strategy and definitely some luck that goes into pulling off a good counter, but boy does it feel satisfying when placed correctly. Anyway, that about does it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again soon. Catch you later.